2017 definitely had some ups and downs. Today we're going to kind of look away from the downs and look at the ups, specifically the geeky ups. Welcome to the Geek Fortress, and today we're going to be looking at the top 10 best geeky moments of 2017. This could be anything from a movie being released to a really huge event in the geeky world. Keep in mind that geeky could be anything from science to movies to even, I don't know, space travel. Spoiler alert. Without any further ado, let's get right to it. Number 10. Star Trek returns to TV. Space, the final frontier, am I right? Fans all over the world were thrilled when they found out that Star Trek was going back to where it all started. The small screen. Yes, we had seen it in the big screen over the past few years. However, we had not seen it on TV since Star Trek Enterprise, which ended back in 2005. Taking a new approach on the mythos as well as taking risks that the original series would have never taken due to the time it came out. Star Trek Discovery is the newest installment in the world of Gene Roddenberry's majestic piece, and it is here to stay, hopefully. Acting as a direct prequel to the original series, and with some fresh talent, this is one of those events we are glad we are alive for. Thank you, 2017. Number 9. Star Wars The Last Jedi. We all saw The Force Awakens and we loved it. Well, one of the things that happened this year is that Star Wars The Last Jedi came out, the second of the new trilogy. And when this second part came out, it divided fans right away. Some enjoyed the new approach that the director and writers took when others called it, quote-unquote, not a Star Wars movie. This included Mark Hamill himself, who said in an interview that was not his Luke Skywalker. This goes to show you that you can never truly please us, the fans, and no matter what, we will always find a flaw and a way to bitch, let's face it. Whether you loved it or hated though, the movie was a box office success, and we cannot wait to see the third movie of this story of a galaxy far, far away. Stick around, what's gonna happen next? Number 8. PSYCH the movie came out. If you're saying to yourself right now, what is PSYCH? Well, you need to watch it ASAP. Like, pronto. Many of us psychos jumped on one leg out of joy when we heard that this fantastic show, which by the way was canceling what seemed out of nowhere by the USA Network, was coming back with a holiday special, taking place relatively right after the unfulfilling ending we got of the show back in 2014. If you're familiar with Sean and Guz's adventures and crazy mishaps, then you know exactly how huge this event was for us psychos. Every time a show with such a huge cult following resurrects from the grave, it makes me smile, because it shows the power of the fans over it, and it gives me hope for other shows which were gone too soon to come back. Number 7. The release of Wonder Woman. This movie came out and it changed the formula that the DC Universe had up to before this. Even though we have had a female superhero play Wonder Woman, or many female superheroes on the big screen before, Wonder Woman brought about a whole new level of awesomeness to all superheroines, and even the boys. Wonder Woman managed to do two things. One, give a new light of hope to the DC movie universe, as I said before, and 2, establish Gal Gadot as our definitive Wonder Woman, something that we haven't seen since Linda Carter back in the mid-70s. This movie helped create a new era of little girls who want to be a superhero for Halloween. And in addition, with the help of many other superhero movies out there, have put comic books on the spotlight they deserve. Apparently now it's cool to be a geek. Let's take advantage. Thank you, Wonder Woman, and thank you, Patty Jenkins. Number 6. A female doctor is announced for Doctor Who. After 54 years on air, Doctor Who will finally have a female doctor. If you ask me, this was long overdue. It was a very controversial year due to many women and men becoming part of the hashtag #MeToo movement. Unfortunately, we live in a world where women are still looked down upon or labeled as weak in many societies because of their sex. Sometimes this also brings with it abuse, both physical and emotional. This is why, even though it may seem insignificant having such an iconic character finally be a woman, It's a huge step toward gender equality. Whether you're a woman, man, Kryptonian, Asgardian, or a time-traveling cosmic being, we're all created equal. Okay, maybe not the cosmic beings, but you know what I mean. Stop nitpicking. We have a woman doctor. I love it. Number 5. The first ever all-women Royal Rumble announced. If you are a wrestling fan or have been for a long time, 2 things will come to mind right away. 1. The Attitude Era. And 2. The fact that the WWE has a tendency of sexualizing the female wrestlers, or at least it did. Doing weird storylines with them, such as being pregnant from a red demon or other stuff that we'd rather not talk about. Well, it all changed when the word diva was completely dropped from their scripts. More and more of these amazing female wrestlers have been participating in historical matches. And just 2 weeks ago, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Stephanie McMahon, the boss's daughter, announced the first ever Women's Royal Rumble in the history of the company. I know what you're thinking, Lewis, but China was in a Royal Rumble and so was Beth Phoenix, and they used to fight men all the time. To which I say, correct, my young NXT star. However, we have never had these many matches which treat women the same way as men in wrestling history. Well, at least not in WWE, since Lucha Underground, for example, has done it for years. But regardless, this is what makes this a fantastic time for WWE's women's division. Lita would be proud. Number 4. Hugh Jackman gave us one last portrayal of Wolverine. One last time. I know what you're thinking, Lewis, I thought this list was about good things happening. Hugh Jackman leaving us is not a good thing, man, come on! Well, yes, that part sucks. However, what we were counting here is that he saved the best for last. We all got to see him one last time, go berserk and awesome and glowy and muscular and... I'll calm down now. And he went out with style. We were also introduced to X-23, and the possibilities of having her perhaps in a future movie make me smile. A lot of things make me smile, I know, but in the geeky world, that's what happens. This is probably the best X-Men movie we have gotten since the original 2. Even if loosely based on the Old Man Logan title, Logan made us laugh, cry, and in a way, grow up. Think about it. Some of us have known Hugh Jackman's Wolverine for longer than we have known our own kids, or our wives, or ourselves. Damn, that was deep. Now I'm sad. This is awkward, but yeah. Number 3. Resident Evil changes the formula again. The Resident Evil series had a solid gameplay in the 90s. We knew them as tank controls back then. Why change it? Fast forward to 2005 though, and Resident Evil 4 comes out, which completely changed the formula. With over-the-shoulder shooting gameplay and new dynamics which we had not seen at the time for a Resident Evil game. Also fantastic new graphics. Fast forward once more, and Resident Evil 7 once again changed the formula to first-person shooting. Seems like Capcom, after seeing the success of TP and Outlast, was like, bro, give me one of those. Loved by some fans, hated by others, Resident Evil appears to be onto something good. However, since the game was one of the best of 2017, it has to be so far up in our list, whether you liked it or you hated it. Possibly the best game of 2017. But hey, what do I know? All we can do now is wait for the next one. Number 2, Samurai Jack came back. We thought we were never going to find out whether Jack would make it back to the past after the show got canceled all the way back in 2004, guys. We grew up and got married, some of us had kids, some of us didn't, we just got a cat. We saw the world end a couple of times, I am talking to you, Mayan calendar, and then we were told that Samurai Jack was coming back. And we all screamed like little girls and boys again. Not only did the show complete the story of Jack, but also it gave a beautiful, fresh look, while also bringing back classic elements we had seen in the past and that made us fall in love with the show to begin with. It also gave new people the chance to become fans of this amazing show. Even though the ending was not liked by everyone and it left a bittersweet taste in our mouth, we can happily say that Jack, spoiler alert, made it back to the past. Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions of awesome geeky stuff that happened in 2017.
NASA this week unveiled a major discovery of a star system that contains 7 planets similar to Earth. What's exciting is that 3 of them might just be habitable enough to support extraterrestrial life.
Let's get to the story itself, and let's get to the man behind it. Bob Iger now joins us from Disney headquarters. Good morning, Bob. Thank you for being with us.
Number 1. Disney buys Fox. Seriously, guys, was there any doubt at what number 1 would be? First, it was Marvel, then it was Star Wars, and now Fox. What's next? After months of rumors and speculations, we finally got the news that Fox was now part of Disney, which gives Disney ownership over certain franchises such as Alien, The Simpsons, Avatar, and many others. But perhaps the ones that we are the most excited about is the X-Men, as well as the Fantastic Four. This means that we may get, finally, a movie which combines the X-Men and the Avengers and the Fantastic Four and so many other goodies. Or who knows, maybe something that makes everybody versus everybody. Those are always good. Well, not really. But I'm sure Disney can make it good. Keep in mind, however, that these will all be touched by that magical Disney wand. But it could be a double-edged sword, both good and bad. But no matter what, just the thought of the possibilities ahead excite me in ways I cannot express through this video because it's frowned upon.
I'm so excited!
And that is our list. But what do you guys think are the top 10 best geeky moments of 2017? Did I miss something? Do you think one of these was just like, I don't really care about wrestling, I don't know whether I was there. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments section below. As per usual, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody had a beautiful 2017. I wish you a happy new year, and I will see you next year with more content. I look forward to entertaining you one more year. Well, many more years, but you know what I mean. I'll just shut up now. Yep, I'll shut up. Stick to the script, Lewis. Stick to the script. You guys have been awesome. Stay awesome and geek on. Happy New Year, guys.